Hello, students. Let's read the problem. And it says, Elijah is draining a tank. The graph shows the time it takes to empty the tank. Calculate how many gallons of water are drained per hour. So what's happening to the water? Do you know what it means by drain? Yes? Yes, it means that we are removing, right? Because look at the other word that is on the top. It says empty the tank. So to empty the tank, what do we need to do? We need to remove the water, right? Okay, so they want me to find out, okay, how many gallons of water are drained per hour. In other words, how many gallons of water are we removing per hour? Okay, if you want to say the word removing, it's okay. And they say something about emptying the tank. Is that correct? So let's look at the graph that is given to you. There is a line, and you notice how this line is, I can see that it's descending. Is that right? Because X is getting higher, but the Y is actually getting lower and lower. And the Y is the gallons of water in the tank. So what's happening to the gallons of water in the tank? It's getting smaller and smaller, right? Of course, because the more time it passes by, the less gallons of water that are going to be in the tank. Very good. So let's see if we can find some points that are very, very important for us. So I do see a point that I see right here. What point is that one? Well, I see another one here. Very good. And there's another one over here. So let's use those points that I found. What point is the one lower on the bottom? Well, it's 4 and 10. Very good. What about this one? Look down. That's 2 and 25. And the one above, it's 0 and 40. Very good. Now, by now, I'm hoping that you guys remember that 0, 40 is actually your y-intercept. Is that correct? Is that y-intercept because that point is crossing the y at exactly that location. That's the y. Okay, so how many points did I find? I have 3 points. So I'm going to choose those points to find what is it that I'm looking for. If I want to find out how many gallons of water are drained per hour, we got to think about a slope or rate of change. Is that right? Either one, they're the same. So what formula do I use for that? Well, we use m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x of 1. Very good. So let's write down the 2 points that I want to choose from my graph. So I want to choose 4 and 10. And I also want to choose, which one? I'm going to erase that one. Okay, so I'm going to choose 2 and 25. The reason why I am erasing my numbers is because I want to have enough space to write my labels, right? So what are my labels? Well, my order pairs on the top will be your x of 1 and y of 1 because that's my first point. What about the second point? Well, like I just said, second point, that becomes x of 2 and y of 2. Very good. So now I'm going to circle this one. Remember, I circled the y because that's my values that are going to go on the numerator. Okay, very good. So let's work it out. And the label says y of 2, that's 25, minus 10. Is that right? And then 2 minus 4. Very good. So I'm just following my labels on my formula. M equals, what's 25 minus 10? Very good. It's a 15. Is that right? What about 2 minus 4? It's a negative 2. So this basically means negative 15 over 2. Remember that when one of the numbers has the negative sign, I can just write the negative at the beginning of my numbers. Okay? So let's see if you can divide that on the calculator so that you can tell me what did you find as an answer. Do we have an answer now? Okay, so my answer is negative 7.5. Very good. So my answer will be negative 7.5 over here. Now, what does that mean? What is the negative 7.5 represents? Well, obviously, the slope is negative, right? Because the water is being deducted or is being taken away from the tank. That's the reason why I have a negative answer, right? So my question says, how many gallons of water are drained per hour? Well, they're draining what? 7.5 gallons of water per hour. We're going to write down the complete sentence, right? So we're going to say that Elijah is draining 7.5 gallons of water per hour. Notice how right now I did not place the negative sign in front of the 7.5. Do you see that? Right here? I didn't because the word draining takes care of the negative sign already. Okay? So be careful with that. If you want to place a negative in the front, it's okay. But since we're saying that he's draining, so that takes care of your negative sign. Okay.